busy month, pacing and resting is still productive. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Wawa. We nerd a lot about books, project planning, any productivity tools here. If you see my last video, I did Neil Gaiman writing concept to help me with my study for a week. It started off with a clear, super duper clear intention to help me study and prepare for my PMP exam, but everything didn't go quite as planned, and it is all because we had an emergency in the middle of the week, and it just blew off right in my face. Then my husband and I had to drop work and focus on settling the stuff at home, and it was chaotic, it was stressful, and we burned out ourselves throughout the process. So I took few days off after the incident, which was supposed to be few days off meant for my exam preparation and study, but that clearly didn't happen. So we ended up spending more time doing a bunch of other stuff, including resting and recovering from all that chaotic week. I'm back to work yesterday and had anxiety from all of the to-do lists at my day job. I kind of feel detached from all the things that happened close to 2 weeks before anything that happened at work, and given that I had a gap about close to 2 weeks, I feel overwhelmed. So although I did come back to online and do some of the urgent stuff throughout the week, on and off, because we have 2 new projects that were supposed to launch when all that chaotic happened, and it's a bit hard to do when you're not in the right headspace and just dive in and get it settled. So that is why I am here to make this video. I intend to make this as raw as possible to document myself unloading, unpacking these overwhelming feelings and thoughts through journaling. So I'm gonna do some planning in my bullet journal, in my Notion apps, as I embark into this new month. I like to nerd out about organizing and planning time. Is my favorite time of the month because I could make things pretty, I can plan it out, and it just feels very good for my brain. And so today we are going to welcome the month of March and try to get my life back on track. I'm going to reprioritize, deprioritize things around me, do a bit of trade-off, and giving more space for my brain to handle more urgent stuff and schedule the important stuff into my calendar. Yeah. I did some alignment work yesterday. I started it after work, in between work and dinner, and then I continue after dinner with all that chaos that happened, and things that are still happening. So I did not film things properly. So now what I'm gonna do is to go make my coffee and sit down with you and walk you through this. Make yourself comfy and let's go through the work. So while waiting for my coffee to brew, and it's my lunchtime, so I'm gonna record this quickly and also do my planning and all that jazz. Okay, first thing that I want to do is to review February. Usually, by default, my brain would prefer me to write a longhand journal and structure my thoughts on bullet journal separately. So longhand journal is done similarly into this kind of journal or notebook. What you need is just a pen and notebook, and then you write down all your thoughts without any structure. It can be super wordy, and that's fine. And once that is done, all those you think could be negative or positive or whatever that is, you start away, and then I'll come back to bullet journal. So what I did last night and yesterday evening was to review how did my February go. What I planned in February will be validated against what has happened and what I have achieved throughout the month. So this year I added a section where I document the highlights of the month. I remember I took this from a YouTuber. I forgot who that is, but I will write her YouTube channel if I can find them back. Essentially, I will write events that happen in the month into that page, and so far I'm liking it. It's not the same as gratitude section. Let me show you. So basically, before January start, this page is empty, and then I just draw January here, and then throughout the month, any events that came up that I feel happy about, sad about, or learn from, or excited for, I'll just add into this page. I did the same in February. This is how it looks like for February, and then this is the name of the coffee shop, my friend's coffee shop in a different state. We went and just for a short road trip, and I decided to grab a coffee at her place. And then these are the books that I bought from the used bookstores, and then this is the plant that I bought that has a hedgehog on it. It's very cute. It's actually here. That's the plant that I bought together with the vase. And this is Totoro. So you can see Totoro here as well. And then I also make a lemon cake glaze, lemon chocolate glaze cake. Is a steamed cake using TM6. That is my first cake that actually big and tastes like a cake. So I was so happy with it, and I decided to document this. And then this is the chaos that happened, and then we found a new home. So I'm pretty excited about this. I'm probably gonna make a vlog about getting and moving to a new home, and this is it. This is the highlight page. So this is the retrospective page, where you do the actual reflections of how the month have gone. So what makes me happy, and then what went well, what I continue to do, what frustrates me, what didn't go well, what I learned this month, what I'll stop doing, and what I will start doing. So this is the same almost every month. I've been doing it for years now. These are the section where what went well. So it's almost like overlapping with the what makes you happy, but what went well is very specific to the new approach and project or planning that you make based on the last month learning. So did it go well? Like for example, I wanted to learn new thing that's helpful for our relationship, and we actually did. And then I wanted to incrementally launch my 2 projects at work, and that actually happened. I wanted to eat more plant-based food last month at the end of January for February, and I actually started eating tofu 3 times a week instead of chicken. So I'm pretty happy about it. And also I'm perfecting and continue to perfecting the groceries list. We know what we buy, we have less waste, and I really love what I did there. And I also posted a video on YouTube for February. So I thought I wasn't gonna make it, but I did. And what I'll continue to do, anything that went well here is something that I might want to reflect and continue to do. And these are the items. I'm not going to bore you with the details. And then what frustrates me the most is didn't finish any book last month. So I have 3 books that I was reading: Legends and Latte, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, and then I can't remember, there's one more book that I was reading. I'm trying to finish it since January, and it didn't happen. And what's different between what frustrates you and what didn't go well is the same. Like didn't go well and go well, it's the same kind of theme. the new approach and project plan that was determined last month that I tried. I wanted to try. It didn't go well. Like I wanted to do 1 or 2 Zumba. I want 1 or 2 times Zumba a week together with the yoga routine, and fall out of the wagon. And I think I stopped yoga routine. Yoga with Adrian. I'll pop up her video somewhere around here or link them below. Yoga with Adrian day 9, and then I just stopped until today. Exams certainly not happening in March, so what I learned this month, a lot of things that happened. Not gonna bore you with that. And then what I'll stop doing is watching Netflix. That's terrible. And then what I will start doing is, I know that the approach last month is to get 1 or 2 Zumba exercise in a week, but I wasn't specific on how long. So I know that it's going to be hard for me to come back to that 1 hour, probably a bit too overwhelming. So I reduced it to 3 minutes. So I will start to spend 3 minutes. That means only 1 song, and I will add baking into my video. Probably. Let's think about it, because I managed to finally bake a cake that actually looked like a cake. So I'm very excited to add that into my video so that we can have that cozy tea time, coffee, and having cakes in our chat. When I did this, I didn't actually specify or structure it immediately on which categories are they from or belongs to. I just write everything that came out in my mind. At the end, I will then use marker pen to mark which theme the learnings are coming from. Like I have personal life, I have content in YouTube in green color, and then I got work in blue color. So that helps me to see what are the areas of my life that I spend more time and learning from last month. This is basically what I did in March. Everything that I did in February and every end of the month usually, and has stuck with me for a longest time, and it has been very helpful for me so that I can start working on the new month. Okay, welcome to my March bullet journal setup. So it's a bit different than the first 2 months. I didn't draw anything like this, but because I had such a rough February and I wanted to start March with a different vibe, and these are the vibe that I kind of feel last night when I draw this out. Kettle pot with books that gonna remind me that I need to finish the books that I didn't finish last February, and these are the snippet of the goals of March. These are the word of encouragement of the month that I decided to put in this month. Pacing and resting is also productive. So I want to remind myself that it's going to be a very busy month, but pacing and resting is still productive. And this is the monthly spread. I didn't fill it up yet. I'm probably going to continue doing it after this video, after today, after work end. And we have Van Gogh exhibition happening on 11th of March. I'm going with my friend, and then I'm going also to prepare for Ramadan. That's going to happen on 23rd of March. We are and this is the empty page where I can't show you earlier. This is the check-in page that I think I took this from Pickup Lines. Yeah, you should check Pickup Lines. She has a very nice setup, a very simple minimalist journal setup, and this is where we write about emotional check-ins, physical, spiritual, mentally. I think I've mentioned this in my other video. And this is where I left my yoga routine, day 10. I need to get back on that. And this is the page where I do gratitude in March. So this is where I'm going to fill it up. It's very simple. So this whole page is directly from Pickup Lines. So this is the highlight page where I'm going to store and document all the random happy, sad, any kind of events that I want to remember in March. And this is the brain dump page. Sectionized into my YouTube, my writing, my other stuff, probably my hobby and stuff, my personal random like home, kitchen stuff, whatever, cooking, and then this is specifically for reserved for work. and I will always have this bullet journal with me. So whenever I have the thoughts and I just want to chuck it in right into this, and then only decide to migrate it into Notion where I will store it permanently. And this is my retrospective for March. Definitely empty for the time being. It will be filled up by the end of the month. So in the past month, I did not have this set up, and I saw Sheila Joy did this in her bullet journal. I find it I think a lot better than mine. So I steal it from her. Thanks, Sheila Joy. You're a very inspiring YouTuber. And so I decided to section the page instead of make it blank and without any structure. I decided to write in advance. This is dedicated for week 1. This is my intention. So how do we feel today? I want to feel more focused and motivated for the week of March. The first week of March, and getting back on track. So this is the intention. I plan to have it every week. That's my bullet journal setup for March. Okay, I think my coffee is completely brewed. Now that we have coffee intake out of the way, so what happened after bullet journal is where I do things on Notion and calendar blocking. If you watch my other video, I talk about Notion. I made that video last year and talk about my review after a year of using it. I specifically inspired by Michelle P. I bought her template from her website, and also that video that I made in 2021 hit 979 views yesterday, and today it hit 989 views. Yeah, that's that. I'm so happy, so happy. I started with everything that she created from the template and evolved and tweaked from the format into what works for me today. So a lot has changed since. Don't know how many YouTubers videos that I've watched and take the ideas from, and then there's also Celine Linus, Christy Ann Jones. They are all based in Australia, and Ali Abdul, my all-time favorite YouTuber. So let me show you my dashboard. Get that out of the way. Welcome to where all the magic happened. Welcome to my Notion dashboard where I keep all the chaos organized. I still feel I could perfect the system that I designed on this page, but for now, this works quite well for my brain. This is the landing page that I usually see. Is a page that you can create on Notion, and you can link it to a separate page where you can have other kinds of sub pages in there. To just dive into how I created all these sub pages, if you're interested, let me know in a comment. Maybe we can have a deep dive into that, but for now I'm just gonna click right into schedule. So I've filtered my day job related items. I'm not sure I can even talk about it. What you're seeing right now is my master task list that is linked into a page that I name as schedule. So in this schedule page, I've also set the filter into monthly view, weekly view, daily view. I also track the time that I take to do work, and then I have work tasks. This is very work related. I'm gonna blur that out, and things that I want to see. Right, it is really not updated because I don't spend much time perfecting how the list being in here. But it's just for me to manage myself whenever I need it to. I know the things is there. I just have to click on the filter and then get the information that I need, or I have to chuck in the task that I needed to do. In the monthly view, if you look at the monthly view, is divided based on the week to help my brain manage stuff. So in bullet journal is where I just put in a high level view, but sometimes some of the tasks requires a lot more subtasks. So this is where I do the actual work, and I could see all the tasks on the desktop. And this is where I spend most of my time with. So I would rather have a bit more details in Notion. Weekly view is just in a list format. I'd like to see it in a long list, and I know that this is how my week will look like. Usually this is filtered into what's not done. This is I just remove all the filters so you can see everything else that is inclusive but done. Same thing, I'm going to remove the context of course so you can see the items so that it will not contradict with what I'm going to show you. So usually this is where I put all the lists, and I can see, oh, this is how my week going to look like. And I know this is still showing on January. You can ignore that because I have not updated it, and I don't intend to update it perfectly because like I said, sometimes I'll just go in and I know what I needed and just go very intuitively. I will go straight to daily view. I don't bother much on monthly and weekly view. Therefore, there is not much of filter here because I don't look at it much. Probably I'm going to see it once a month or twice a month when I wanted to update the goals or something happens and things needs to shift around. We also have context here. So when you see the life areas that you want to focus on, what's in progress and what you needed to do, you can also filter context. All of that are coming from the work that I did in bullet journal. This is where this is just a place to visualize it, and Notion is where I can actually action it. I'm going to give you an example. So I created this page yesterday. Let's say one of the tasks, my master task, is to create a moving house plan. It's going to be a project. It will eventually falls into my project page, but because this is a start of the work, it's a task for me to create a plan, so I created the list into this master task list. So let's say now I'm doing it and is in progress. When I open it, I can choose either to open the whole page or I can just have it here. And this is where I put in information. For example, moving house plan, what I needed to do, probably find, plan a date to move in, decide how do we move in, either how do we move in incrementally or one go. So all of it, this is just a place where I would bring them all the plan, all the tasks, potential tasks that's going to happen, and then from here I would then migrate it into the project page, which is not going to happen in this video. It's going to be a long one. Alright, I think we are coming towards the end of the vlog. Thank you for sitting with me for a casual chat about all those planning on my bullet journal and Notion, having some coffee in a rainy day. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up. It means a lot to me to build this community, and share it out to anyone who you think might be finding this helpful. And also, I am so glad, all in all, I hope you find this inspiring to help you to plan for your own one. And that's it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.